Good morning, Shubhodaya, Elrigu Namaskara. Welcome back to an all new video with a different dash. Thanks to Acclaim Motors, Yelahanka, we have the all new Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 with us. I've been riding this bike since past 2 days and not even exaggerating a little bit, guys. I am just in love with this bike. If you saw the start, you know how tactile this new Sherpa 450 engine is. I just moved the bike in third gear, guys. It is just tractable, so tractable, I tell you. Oh my god, see, even now, to be very honest with you guys, when I saw a couple of reviews of this new bike, you know, where they had made in Himalayas and all, there were a couple of people telling that the engine knocks, there's no low end torque. I mean, not meant or directly to anyone, but look at how is there no torque. Oh my god, this bike is just beautiful. Before we start our typical ABC review of the bike, let me give you a walk around of the bike. So for that, I need to find a suitable place first. And what beautiful weather, guys, since yesterday. I love this weather. It shouldn't rain, but the weather condition should be such. Beautiful, just beautiful. There you can see Nandi Hills. So let me give you a quick walk around of the new Himalayan 450 and then let's start our ABC review, shall we? Side stand, ignition off. So this is the all new Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 with the new Sherpa 450 engine. It's a single cylinder. Don't worry too much about the power figures and all. I know a lot of you guys out there are figure junkies, so for them I'll put the power figures here, but I am not very interested in the power figures, so I'm skipping on that part now. But to put it in one sentence, not even exaggerating, this is the best Royal Enfield engine I've ridden till date, even in comparison with the twin engine. Is the side of the bike. Now let's start from rear to the front for a change. So this is the tire. It comes with a Syed grip rad steel. The size is 140/80 R17. And look at the silencer, guys. So sleek, so slim. It's only this much. Very sleek silencer, single shock absorber. And then one more interesting part about this is the foot peg, guys. So what's so interesting about this is zero vibration. I mean, it gives you a little sort of vibration for the feel, but if you can see, it is mounted, one frame is mounted to the frame, the mounting, and then from there it is mounted here and there is another clipping, so that dampens all the possible vibrations. So zero vibrations on the bike. Then coming to the front, it is now liquid cooled engine. This is your radiator. Looks so dope. Sorry guys, the bike is dirty, don't mind. So this is how the front looks. Comes with the all new LED headlamp and then the LED indicators. Thank God, thank you Royal Enfield. One more thing that changed from the old bike 411 is the frame. It is more smaller, looks more sleeker, and now it comes with a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 mounting points. So you can mount your tank bags or separate frame backs and stuff like that. Also, for the first time on a Himalayan, the Royal Enfield has introduced upside down forks, and it again comes from the Japanese Showa. So the suspension is on point. Again, I'll talk about more about the suspension once I'm riding the bike. This is how the bike looks from this side. Pretty much same. Looks very very sleeky, guys. Looks very sleek. And this is the rear of the bike. Just how sleek does it look? So as a Himalayan 411 owner, the first thing that came to my mind after I saw this bike is sleek. It is amazing, guys. Too sleek. Mine looks bulkier. Don't take me by that. It doesn't mean that the bike looks rugged. It is definitely looks very very rugged, but it's more sleek. So that was the walk around. And again, You have the pretty famous dash here. So if you didn't already know, starts with the Himalayan. I'm sorry guys, I know that this might black out or you might see partially. That is because it interferes with the shutter speed of the GoPro, so the GoPro can't capture it. But then the dash is pretty cool guys. So there are two views. There's a button here. If you press and hold, see, with that animation the view changes. So if you see the empty space here, once you connect your phone with the bike, you can use Google Maps in this space, so it will show you the actual directions like it shows on your phone. So the dash is pretty much it's very new, has a lot of information. So if you can see, this is your fuel gauge, this is the check engine light, odometer, time, temperature, speedometer, gear indicator, and there's a joystick given here. So with this you can control the dash. See, there is trip 1, trip 2, fuel range. It now shows fuel range as well. I think this is the first time in a Royal Enfield. And then fuel consumption, real-time fuel consumption. Once you are riding, you can see how much your bike is consuming as per your riding style. And then there's the battery voltage, engine temperature. Yeah, that's it. So has a lot of information. Pretty cool dash, just does its job very well. So let me come to this. So this is again they've been following this style of switches from the Meteor. This is your high beam, low beam, pass switch, and then there's a home button to go back to the home on the speedometer, and then this is the horn. This is the joystick that I told earlier. You can control the dash with the joystick. And then this is the hazard light, this is the engine ignition, and then to start the engine you turn it to the right. And then this is the mode button. So the bike comes with 4 modes. Okay, so if you can see, ride mode performance, ABS on, ride mode performance, ABS, okay wait, ABS off, ride mode eco, ABS on, eco, ABS off, and then performance, ABS on. So there are 4 modes, basically 2 modes, performance and economy, and both of the modes comes with ABS off and ABS on. So those are with the power modes of the bike. Now I think we are done with the detailing of the bike. Let's head on the bike and then let's ride. And then gear, and then go. Now this is a ride by wire, first time from Royal Enfield on a Himalayan. So the first thing I noticed as soon as I started riding this bike a couple of days ago was that the gearbox doesn't feel like a Royal Enfield at all guys. Trust me, if you haven't watched any of my videos of my bike, so whenever I switch gears on my bike, the entire surrounding knows that I'm switching gears, because it is that hard, that rough, and that soundy. But this one, oh, so smooth guys. I only didn't know that the bike switched to first gear. It is that smooth. Doesn't feel like a Royal Enfield at all. Royal Enfield have come a long way when it has come to the gearbox, at least. Just pretty amazing. I mean, it is even better than some of the Japanese bikes out there, not even kidding. So that was the one thing. And the second thing was, after I started riding this bike, you know, hitched it around a bit and all, Royal Enfield has evolved the Himalayan 411 into more of a sports tourer. Why do I say this? Let's switch to first gear and let's do a speed test. 55 first gear, 80 second gear, 105 third gear, 130 fourth gear, 140 So the answer to that question is, if not, it is worth more than the hype. It is a beautiful bike, just amazing, and I am in love with it. If I have the money for it, I will close my eyes and I will buy it without any second doubts in my mind. So now let's start with the typical ABC review, shall we? Now we already saw the acceleration, but let me do it on the camera so that you'll understand how tactile the bike is. I am in 4th gear and the bike is going at 50 and no knocking, guys. No knocking at all. 40, 30, let me shift it to 5th gear. See, no knocking, easily going. 40 in 5th gear and no knocking. It is on the face to all the reviewers who told there is knocking. No guys, there is no knocking at all. Absolutely no knocking. So the acceleration. Oh, for a Royal Enfield, I would give it a 9.5 by 10 for acceleration. But what acceleration, guys? So something on my personal taste, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 for acceleration. Braking, now I am in 120, guys. Sharp. The word I was looking for is sharp. Oh, this, I'm telling you guys, the only word I'm getting in my mouth is this. Doesn't, I mean, Royal Enfield, hats off. Hats off, Royal Enfield. Braking is just sharp guys, too good. And the and the most favorite part of, and my most favorite on the bike is the clutch, the lightest clutch, guys. See, one finger, apply in one finger. And I was telling you earlier as well, the gearbox is just next level. Very good clutch. Very smooth, very light clutch, just too good, so amazing. Royal Enfield, just like a wow. That's all I can say. I never expected this from this bike. I mean, I had expectations when they said they're completely revamping the bike, but oh boy, they have changed the game. They have legit changed the game. So that was the ABC. Acceleration 9.5 by 10, braking 10 on 10, both front and back. This is one of the only Royal Enfields, without using the engine braking and front brake, I had the confidence that I can control the bike with the rear brakes. It is that good. So 10 by 10 for braking, and clutch, if I would give it more than 10, guys. What a great clutch, what a great gearbox. So light, so good. Zero sounds, no tuck tick tick, no thud when you're shifting gears. Smooth, light, amazing. See, 4th gear, I'm in 30 in the city traffic. Beautifully it handles. Talking about the handling and the right triangle of the bike, you already guys know Himalayan is known for its handling capabilities and the right triangle, and hasn't changed, it has improved. The handling of the bike is much better than my Himalayan. Take it from me, coming from a 411 owner who has ridden the bike extensively. The handle on this bike feels more easier and easy to maneuver in the city traffic. Doesn't feel top heavy at all. So light, you can easily maneuver this. The old bike, mine, the Himalayan 411, the unevolved version of the Himalayan, or the predecessor of this bike, The top used to feel a bit heavy when you're riding in city traffic and all, at least for me. But what I've noticed in this bike is it is more easier. The handle is more lighter. It is not at all, doesn't feel heavy at all. So handling, see, easily you can maneuver through the city traffic. So yeah, guys, if at all you have plans of buying this bike, or if you are an enthusiast of this bike and have plans of buying ahead, please go and buy it, guys. You will not repent. It is so good to ride, so well made, just too good a bike. So as I told earlier, if I had the money in my pocket, I would even change my present 411 into this new Himalayan 450 bike. With that said, let's wrap this review video. I am going to be making another series of videos on this bike in collaboration with Acclaim Motors. Now, if you have anything to do with Royal Enfield and you're looking for a place, Acclaim Motors is the place to be. The best Royal Enfield dealership and the most helpful people out there in the city. So I will leave the contact number of Mr. Syed in the description box below. Don't hesitate to call if you have any questions, anything about Royal Enfield, not only about this bike, whether it's accessories or any other bike. Give him a call. I'm sure he'll help you. So I'm going to be making a series of videos, you know, comparing this with the old 411 bike. Now I've already made it very clear, and I still stick to the fact that what a bike, man, what a bike, just too good, amazing. I'm telling you now, guys, what was missing in the 411 was the top end and the acceleration, which this bike covers it without any doubt. And if you want me to compare it with the other bikes like the KTM 390 ADV, I have ridden the ADV 390 as well. This is more fun than that. Not even kidding, this is more fun than that. And this pulls 150, 160. I think you can cruise effortlessly at 140 speeds without any effort. The cruising speed on this bike can be 140, guys. So that's how tactile and torquey this engine is. Hats off Royal Enfield. I am totally in love with this bike. So with that said, let's wrap this video. Thank you all. Keep awaiting for more Himalayan videos coming your way very soon. Until then, take care, stay safe, have fun, ride safe, always wear safety gear. Suspension is just amazing, guys. You don't feel any bumps.